experience at Lowe's. Give me 1 second. I gotta make sure I get my audio going. Okay, so let me start over. All right, because I had to fix my audio. I noticed that you have to do certain things for this camera and video to work. So let me tell y'all about my job interview experience at Lowe's. Okay, so this is me. Not really, that's not me, but that's basically a representation of me. And then the hiring manager. And so the HR lady was there. And I walked in. I said, "Hi, my name is Monica." She said, "Okay, great. It's nice to meet you. I'm going to have you fill out this piece of paper and put your availability on there." And I go, "Oh, okay. So I thought this was for the closing shift." And so I applied for the 12 to 11. Then she proceeds to start yelling and screaming at me. "Put down the hours that you can work. Do not worry about what you saw on the job description. You need to put what you can work so I know how to schedule you and put you on the schedule." And I was like, okay, why is she yelling and screaming at me when I just asked one simple question? I said, well, I'm going to just go ahead and put down the hours that were on the job description just to be on the safe side. She continues to scream at me. And then she said, well, if you're not happy, you can just explain it to the hiring manager and then, it'll go from there. So the hiring manager, I'm just going to say, is this guy right here. That wasn't really him. He comes in and he says, "How's your day going?" I was like, okay, so far it's not going so good. I was going to put down the hours that I can work, and your hiring or HR lady is being very rude to me. And she's like, well, I apologize if I seem like I'm being rude. This is just my personality. And so if you don't like it, oh well. And I was just like, whoa, that was an apology, but it negated the fact that you just went off on me. So anyways, no, I negated it because you end up going off on me after the fact that you apologized in an aggressive tone. And so I said that to the hiring manager, like, I don't know what's going on here. And she wants me to put down different hours. And he was like, yeah, so if you can't work from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m., then there's no point in just having this interview. So I'm going to go ahead and end this interview right now because you don't have open availability for the hours we're looking for. I'm like, okay, well, definitely the job description online is being deceiving and misleading people because it says from 12 p.m. to 11 p.m. That's what y'all needed for the hiring process. And so that's why I applied for it. I was like, if I didn't want to work, I wouldn't have came here. And so literally I was like, I'm about to cry because, you know, they're just being misleading. They're not even talking to me nicely, which not the hiring manager, but the HR lady, she was not being using any tact. She was not using any type of decorum, nothing. She was just going off on me and letting it rip on me every other word, every other sentence. And so I was like, I wouldn't want to work for a company like this anyway because of the way that she's speaking to me. I don't think this would be a good fit. And so he was like, all right, well, thank you. Have a good day. Bye. And I was like, all right, take care. And then I walked on out. But that was my really bad experience at Lowe's. Um, it's not like that at every Lowe's because I know just the other day I went to Lowe's to get some things for the house that we're renting right now, and they helped me, and they were very nice, had good customer service, and they showed me exactly what I needed to do in order to fix my situation, which was just taking the light bulbs out, the old light bulbs, and exchanging them because they were up too high. He gave me the extension to use in order to change my light bulbs. Anyways, I thought that it was like that at every Lowe's, so I applied to the Lowe's that's closer to my daughter's um, dorm versus the one that's closer to my house. It was a lesson well learned. Go where you're praised. And I'm going to leave it at that.